the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. Her squad at 0-1 following the tough loss in the opener. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Let's go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll run with Allen. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover, and they will hold on to the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Open man, right side, he's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. And And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the former Stanford QB, 6th-round pick back in the day. It's Tanner McKee.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that will be a first down. Play action, McKee. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Good for a Sam Long.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
18 yards on the connection. That's enough for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's McKee. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, San Juan. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play call just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Mounties offense ready now for their 2nd drive. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Okay, ready? Ready?
On the ground, it is Allen. He'll push forward for about a yard. Wk2, there to bring him down. From the 46, here's second down and 9.
19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Here's Brad Robbins now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Play fake, now McKee to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Golden Eagles about set to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And this ball going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. The Mounties offense ready for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play, and that will be a first down.
60 bites, 60 bites.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. We're pretty close. Now they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Carry now for Allen. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Now third and 5.
Ready?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jackson on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's McKee. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing is McKee. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A run on 1st and goal, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That his 1st touchdown of the new year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Golden Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Mounties offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, first down throw for McKee. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now give on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, McKee. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now a handoff, running right. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Let's go.
McKee. He'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They motion the slot man left. Here's McKee. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Quick throw here is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Now McKee. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, San Juan.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And the Golden Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Mounties 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Mounties offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check out. Ready, break. Set it. Go.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
To the sideline.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown Palace.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Mounties get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10.
21. Mounties 10.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Jackson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion, heading right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
At the 30-yard line. 2 yards.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action, McKee. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately here, one of his teammates quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
The Golden Eagles going to have to punt. They'll kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
34-yard line.
The Mounties offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
Go! Ready,
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
1st and goal
A
at the
big
3-yard
play
line.
and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Allen is in for a touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Okay,
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a
Press on,
2-point
80.
conversion.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off play action, it's McKee. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here comes 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Back to throw is McKee. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one swung out wide to Allen. Tried to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
Let's go now. 19, shot.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down. The Mounties sending out their punter as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play fake, now McKee to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And a San Juan 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 40.
Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's McKee. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hit. 60 by 6. Go.
4th quarter begins on the ground. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready. 70 Lions.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Mounties send out their punters. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Golden Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He's got room to the 45, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is McKee. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's good for Sam Juan.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. That's enough for a 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
That's another San Juan. 1st down. 1st down, San Juan.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
And this one online, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Mounties offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
For Paris, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, it is Allen. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Now,
4.
2nd and 4.
There we go. Ready?
Allen gonna get it again. And he's gonna have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll run here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie.
Makes the score Monty's 25, Golden Eagles 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Golden Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now, first down throw for McKee. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Number 87, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, McKee. On a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock stops. 46 seconds to go. On first down, here's McKee. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Again, it's McKee. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. We'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself, and this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing, and they get him down well behind the line. Back to throw is McKee. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This a potential game winner.
Makes the score Golden Eagles.
Well, there's no more
27.
pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Williams there defensively.
Here's second down.
Here we go. Stop.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So it's a win for our visitors. They took this one down to the wire. Late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.